Ladies and gentlemen, as we're all waiting for the servers to come back online, let's go over the most important things about Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 2. The main theme of this season is going to be the Imagined Order versus the Seven, and as we've all seen in the trailer, Sloan used some kind of device thing that kind of disabled building, so I believe that for the first 9 days of this season, you will not be able to build. This is not affected in competitive modes, Team Rumble and Creative Playlist, but in a normal public match, if you're playing solo duos, trios or squads, you will not be able to build. Now in order to help you maintain cover, you now have an Overshield on top of your normal shield and your health. The Overshield is going to be your first line of defense. Before your shield and health take a hit, it's your Overshield that will crack. Even if your Overshield goes all the way to 0, it's still going to recover. So you can't boost this with items, I think. It's just always going to be there. And if you're familiar with games like Halo, well, this is kind of the same concept. Your shield takes a hit, you recharge, and then you go back into the fight. The battle has changed with new ways to bring the fight. Run at the new faster default movement speed. A faster default movement speed means a faster sprint too. This sprint is so fast that it'll mean pocketing whatever you're holding. Of course, sprinting super fast can't be maintained forever, so a new sprint meter will tell you how much longer you can move at that pace. Gaining the high ground has always been a key to winning a battle, and fortunately, where your feet fail, your hands will now help you out. If a surface is just a little too high for you to jump, or a platform just a little too far for your landing, your hands can come into play and pull you up. This looks absolutely awesome. So it's basically going to be a parkour mechanic implemented into Fortnite. We already got sliding last season and now we can also just jump, and I am definitely a fan of this. Having more movement options is always a big yes for me. Speaking of sprinting, sprint at doors to bash them open with your shoulder. It's probably not very polite, but at least you look cool doing it. You can also slide into doors to open them now. I really wonder that if you shoulder bash a door, if you can damage someone that's standing behind it. I'm probably gonna figure this out. Bar funding returns. As the season progresses, you'll have new opportunities to help direct the resistance. Chip in bars towards pro-resistance devices, as well as use bars to vote for which items to unvault. A different kind of vote is live right now. Instead of an item to unvault, it's a turret device vote. Different pro-resistance sites need help deciding whether to install a light turret or a heavy turret. With the former, you can get the classic mounted turret experience. With the slower but beefier latter, do heavy damage to vehicles. The first site that needs help is Sanctuary. There is also another way that you can use your bars to contribute. It's funding the Armored Battle Bus. The Armored Battle Bus is a battle bus that's ready for battle. This intimidating metallic machine has just about all the fixins. Jonker's tires, a cow catcher for extra ramming power, and a light and heavy turret. It's not all business with this vehicle though. If you turn the radio on, it immediately becomes a party bus. Once it's 100% funded, find an armored battle bus and resistance occupied POIs. This is going to be awesome. Just can you imagine having that thing fully upgraded, ramming through buildings, just eliminating everyone that's standing in your path? Oh, this season is probably going to be fun. You currently have a wider slate of weapons to work with. Here's what's at your disposal. There's a new weapon, the Combat SMG. Like the Combat Assault Rifle and Combat Pistol, the Combat SMG packs a heavy punch. Tame its recoil to get most out of its exceptional power. There's the Striker Burst Rifle. The Striker Burst Rifle is a burst rifle with a customized sight. So it has a red dot sight, and strike with this 2-shot semi-automatic weapon as you aim with the scope. It's kind of comparable to the MK7 assault rifle we had last season, except this one is a burst and not a fully automatic one. It looks like this season is also going to focus a lot more on sky possession. The Resistance and IO are locked into head-to-head disputes to claim the island's POIs. You can tell if a POI is occupied by the IO if you see IO blimp overhead, Titans, IO guards, and siege cannons, while a POI which is occupied by the Resistance may feature an armored battle bus, sentry guards, and turrets. The IO having a bird's eye view of the island may seem intimidating, but you can still access their blimps from the ground. IO blimps are attached to the ground via zip lines, so zip up to an IO blimp and claim its loot for yourself. How do you get back down? Either use the zipline or use the draft of a van to begin gliding, or launch yourself with a siege cannon. What is one way to barrel through obstacles? An IO Titan tank. But a Titan's good for more than just strong arming. Fire the Titan's cannon while you drive. If you want to be even more formidable, have a teammate control its machine gun turret. IO Titan tanks have a massive amount of health, but their threats can be destroyed if they take enough damage. If this happens, fix them up by hand with a repair torch. The Titan's a tough battle-tested machine, so what to do if you're up against one? Deal enough damage to the engine, located at the rear, to temporarily overheated systems. This is a prime opportunity to take on the threats. If you need to get somewhere fast but the path's too perilous on foot, get in the seat of a siege cannon and launch yourself far forward, or launch your teammates first, then yourself. Once you're in mid-air, you'll be given the option to deploy your glider, but you won't take fall damage if you don't deploy it. You can still have fun with a cannon even if you don't have travel plans. In addition to using them as a transportation device, keep your opponents at bay by firing projectiles. This is cool. This kind of reminds me of the cannons that we had in Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 8 with the whole pirate team. This seems very similar to that. Jonkers off-road tires have been used to make cars off-road since Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 6, but this fight against the IO calls for more modification. Available now, throw a cowcatcher on your joyride vehicle to boost its ramming power. Blockades and other vehicles beware. Throw a cowcatcher and a Jonkers on the same vehicle for the ultimate expedition. You now also have a repair torch in the game, which is a healing item for your vehicles. If your vehicle has taken damage, you can fix it up with a repair torch so you don't have to park it near campfires anymore. And that's pretty much everything you need to know about the game mechanics. If you've seen the Battle Pass trailer already, there's going to be Tsuki 2.0, which is unlocked immediately with the Battle Pass. There's the Gunner skin, the Imagined, Kiara KO, the Origin, Arisa, Doctor Strange, and later on in the season you'll be able to unlock World-Class Criminal Prowler in the Battle Pass. You know what? I am actually very excited for this season and I can't wait to jump in once the servers go live. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and use code SCORE in the item shop if you enjoyed it. I'll see you at the next one. Peace!